Hi, I'm Kevin Cunningham. I'm 48 years old. I'll be 49 on April 20th of 2021. That's just a couple of weeks away. And this is my spring commit to fit video. Tell you who I am and why I'm here. So I'm a retired chef. Not retired, but I got out of food. I got out of food because my wife and we've got two kids, 5 and 7 years old. So we got little kids, and the chef life isn't conducive to being home with your kids. You're just not there. You're gone every Thursday, every Friday, every Saturday, every Monday. The phone's ringing off the hook. You never get any time. And I realized that, so I stopped being a chef. I've done very well for myself, but not pinnacle of the career. I'm not running the Ritz-Carlton. So anyways, my wife's been doing these different workout programs. We've been doing shakes. We've been doing teas. We've been doing energy drinks. We've been doing all kinds of stuff. And nothing's really worked. Nothing's taken off the weight. Every winter I put on 15. Every summer I take off 5, 7. And I keep getting a net gain of 5, 7, 10 pounds every year. And I'm just getting fatter and fatter and fatter. So finally, she tried this new stuff, First Form. And, she's tried other stuff. Oh, try it with me. Do this. Drink these shakes. Or okay, sure. So I tried it. And so I started doing the protein shake and some coffee. And I'm happy to say it doesn't give me the shits. Some of the other stuff was really bad, especially if you had 2 or 3 in a week. You were always on the toilet, and it was disgusting. But the stuff was good. And then I noticed around the first of the year, she was really all in. We'd go somewhere, and she'd be like, well, what are we eating? Well, I can't go there. So we would start making these changes and, family dinners. Well, what are we having? Okay. And then she would stick with it. And, a couple of months goes by, and she's really in. And she's like, we need to do the first of the year challenge. Okay. So I download the app and I look at it and I'm like, I'm not doing this. I work out a couple of days a week, and the reality is I wasn't. I told myself I was working out 4 days a week, and I maybe got up 2 days a week. And one of those days I'd do a 20-minute yoga session. So none of that really counted. And then I started doing a little bit more because I saw that she was getting up every day and she was happier. And she was losing weight and things were firming up, I'm we're big people. I'm a fat bastard. And then, so I finally said, you know what? I think I might give this a try. And I had deleted the app already. And then I said, I might give this a try. And then she says, you should listen to this Real AF video, this podcast. And I'm like, I don't listen to podcasts. So anyways, I listened to it. And 5 minutes of hearing Andy talking, and I'm like, I got to start from the beginning. So I stopped. I went back to episode 1, and I started listening. And the first thing that I heard him saying that really clicked was that he had this voice in his head that was telling him, you don't need to work out, or your legs hurt, or you're tired, or, this voice that's telling him, don't worry about it, don't do it. And then he says he talked to that voice and started telling that voice to shut the fuck up. And that clicked. And I was like, what the fuck? So I downloaded the app again. I said, I can talk to this voice. I can tell this voice not to. Get up the next morning, 5 in the morning, and I work out. And it feels good. Then the next day, I'm tracking my macros and micros, and I'm like, wow, I have been egregiously overeating. Bad. A very unhealthy relationship with beer and with hazy New England IPAs and with food. Now, I'm a chef, so you don't just have a steak. You have a steak with butter on it and herbs and onions and all this stuff, and it's just a heart attack bomb. So now I know why I'm so fat. So I start tracking everything in the app, and then she says, well, you got to take your pictures. So I took my pictures one day. I went downstairs in the basement, I put the phone on the thing, and I took some pictures. And it brought me to my knees. I hadn't seen a picture of me in shorts, sideways, or on my back in years. 10 years at least. I have not seen my hardly clothed fat ass in a picture. And I was crushed. How the hell did this happen? What dude? I was never some healthy, I've never seen a six-pack on me unless I was walking out of the liquor store. So, but I wasn't that bad. 10 years ago, I was 230, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, I was 220. And that was good. I'm a big dude. But now, no, I was 277. And last year, I hit 285. And so it was bad. And I saw the pictures, and I just started calling myself a fat fuck. And it was horrible. But I realized that I needed to do something. And that voice in my head said, you know what? Why don't you do another workout later today? And I did. I hopped on the exercise bike and I got another 30 minutes in that afternoon. And it didn't feel bad. I mean, my knees hurt, but so what? My knees hurt. And that was the voice told me. The voice said, your knees are starting to hurt, man. You don't want to push it. And I've had everything go wrong with me in the last 10 years. My skin's messed up. My joints are coming apart. My digestive system's got all kinds of stuff going on with it. And you know what? I'm done with all that. And so I'm eating good. And this challenge is coming up. And I'm going to do that. And I'm going to upload this on day 1. And, I'm in. We started 75 hard. Today's day number 4 of 75 hard. And am I going to nail it? Yeah, I'm going to fucking try. I think I'm going to do it. It's going to be hard. I drink beer every day. I have 2 kegs of beer in my dining room right now on draft. And I can just walk over and pull that handle, but I'm not going to do it. Because you know what? That would be the cop-out. That would be answering that voice in my head saying, oh, just have a beer. It's okay. No, it's not okay. And that's the commitment that I've never made to any program ever. I mean, I've done so many weeks of some program at Beachbody online, but I can tell you what he says for the first 2 weeks, and then that's it. So I'm in. This is me. I'm going to upload some more updates here and there. But, this is me, Kevin Cunningham, and I'm going to win this thing. I'm going to win 50 grand. I'm going to open my own restaurant, and I'm going to be one skinny, sexy dude, and I won't have to apologize to my wife for sleeping with such a grossly overweight human being. So wish me luck, and cheers.